Let's put a little decoration into some of our plain natural soaps by embossing the front with a gold glitter stamp. These oatmeal, goat's milk, and honey soap bars have just been freshly cut. They're even still a little bit warm. These were a hot process recipe, and they're really popular at our market tables. But even so, they're still pretty plain, so we can do something to decorate them a little. In a little dish, we'll add some 24 karat gold glitter. This is cosmetic grade mica. The same kind of mica you would use for eyeshadow or any of your cosmetics. Choose a stamp that you want for your project, and with a small paintbrush, just dust your cosmetic mica over the front of the stamp. You want to cover the place where you want your stamp to be seen with the glitter and try to avoid the negative space. Although if you dust that, that'll be perfectly fine, but you really want to get, in my case, the word dream and the decoration at the top and the bottom. The first stamp can be a little tricky, so we're going to take our sample piece, the side piece that I've cut off, and that'll be our practice soap. Now these are fresh. I've only just cut them about 10 minutes ago, so they're still very soft. And as you can see, after I've placed the stamp on top and rocked it back and forth, and we get a focus, that the glitter sits perfectly right where I wanted it to. And we'll try it a second time. Now that I know I like this stamp and how it looks on my oatmeal goat's milk bar, I don't have to do it the same way every time. You can experiment a little. And with this one, I'm going to take my glitter and dust it across the surface of the soap bar and see if it gives me a different kind of a look when I place my stamp on top. Now these bars have just been cut, and so the glitter isn't sliding across the bar real smooth. Actually, it's getting stuck a little bit, and I'm not sure I like that, but we'll place our stamp on it and see how it comes out. And there we go. Now if you're wondering where you get stamps perfect for soap making, then you might want to check Etsy. There are places where you can get stamps custom made, and they can have your branding, your name, any kind of a logo or an image that you might want, and that's worth checking out. But for this particular stamp, I found this one at the dollar store. It works perfectly fine. It's one of my favorite stamps for soap. Finding a really great stamp for stamping your soaps is not the same way you would select a stamp if you were into scrapbooking or any other kind of craft project, because an expensive stamp is really made to transfer ink really well, and you don't need to do that when you're soap making. So what you want to look for is a nice robust letter or a robust design that will transfer into the soap and make an impression where you can see all the lines. For this reason, you want to get a nice, maybe one word or maybe a very simple pattern, and you want to stay away from tiny little delicate images or images that are too small, because sometimes you'll get a really great stamp that you think you like and it doesn't really imprint into your soap. It just kind of leaves a dent, or you'll get maybe half a picture or half an image. So if you get a large word with very defined letters or a defined simple image, you can find those at the dollar store, no problem. And here we are, just about finished with our last stamp. As you can see, they're all coming out exactly the same, and the gold glitter looks great on the goat's milk soap. All you needed was some 24 karat gold cosmetic glitter, a small paintbrush, and a random stamp that you happen to like for your soaps.